There comes a moment in every human journey where we are tested, not by the world outside, but by the shadows within. A moment when the whispers of desire, the pull of temptation, and the hunger of lust come knocking at the door of our heart. This is not a modern struggle. It is as old as time itself. And one of the most powerful stories of overcoming lust comes from the life of the Buddha more than 2,500 years ago under the Bodhi tree on the night of his great awakening. Let me take you into that sacred night, a night where the battle was not fought with swords or shields, but with clarity, mindfulness, and an unshakable stillness of spirit. Siddhartha Gautama, the prince who had renounced his palace, had wandered for years seeking truth. He had practiced extreme fasting, endured hardships, and studied under masters, but none of it had brought him freedom. Now, seated under the Bodhi tree, he made a vow: I will not rise from this seat until I have reached the truth, until I am free from suffering. The heavens grew still, the air heavy. It is said that the universe itself leaned in to witness what was about to unfold. It was then that Mara, the Lord of Illusion, the embodiment of all obstacles, appeared. Mara knew that if Siddhartha reached enlightenment, countless beings would awaken from illusion. So he came with his full arsenal. He began with desire. Mara whispered, "Why suffer here? Why deny yourself? The world is filled with pleasures. Rich food, soft beds, beautiful companions. All this can be yours if only you give up this struggle." And with those words, Mara called forth his daughters: Tanha, thirst, the burning desire; Raga, passion, the fire of longing; Arati, dissatisfaction, the restless craving. They appeared before Siddhartha as dazzling forms, youthful, radiant, eyes like liquid honey, movements like flowing water. Their laughter was sweet, their gestures enticing, their beauty beyond human imagination. They danced around him, they sang of pleasures, they reached toward him with promises of delight. Any ordinary man would have been captivated. But Siddhartha was no longer an ordinary man. He did not avert his eyes in fear. He did not fight them with anger. Instead, he looked upon them with deep, unwavering compassion. He saw them for what they truly were: not divine women, not eternal pleasures, but passing illusions born of craving. Their beauty was temporary, their promises fleeting, their power existed only if he gave it power. Silently within his heart, he whispered, "These are not enemies. They are teachers. They are here to test me. Let me see clearly." In the stillness of his meditation, he watched each sensation rise and fall. The warmth of attraction, the flicker of longing, the temptation to give in. He did not push them away. He did not cling to them. He simply observed, and like smoke dissolving into the air, the illusion lost its grip. The daughters of Mara cried out, "Why do you not look at us? Why do you not answer us? Do we not please you?" And Siddhartha replied softly, "I see you. I see your forms, but they are not permanent. You are the fire of desire, and I have walked through fire. You cannot burn me anymore." Enraged, Mara changed tactics. If lust could not bind him, perhaps fear could. The sky darkened. Armies of demons rose. They hurled spears, shot arrows, roared thunder. But as the weapons flew, Siddhartha's mind remained still. The arrows turned into lotus petals before touching him. Fear, like lust, dissolved in the light of awareness. Then Mara played his last card, doubt. He whispered, "Who are you to think you can be free? Who are you to claim enlightenment? Who will believe you?" And Siddhartha, calm as the earth itself, reached down and touched the ground with his right hand. He called the earth to bear witness, "This seat is mine by the power of truth. The earth itself is my witness." The earth shook. Mara was defeated. The daughters vanished. The armies dispersed. silence returned. That night, Siddhartha saw the truth of all existence, that lust, fear, and doubt are but illusions, passing clouds across the sky of the mind, that clinging to desire brings suffering and letting go brings freedom, that the mind, when steady and clear, can walk through temptation untouched. By dawn, Siddhartha Gautama had become the Buddha, the awakened one. This story is not only about a man who lived long ago, it is about us. Every day, Mara visits us, sometimes in the form of lust, when we crave what we cannot have or chase pleasures that leave us empty. Sometimes in the form of fear, when we doubt ourselves or tremble at uncertainty. And sometimes in the form of doubt, when we believe we are not enough, not worthy, not ready. The Buddha's story teaches us that the way is not to run from lust or to hate it. The way is to see it clearly, to recognize its impermanence, to sit still in the storm of desire and realize this too shall pass. When we see lust for what it is, its power over us vanishes. What remains is freedom. So the next time desire burns within you, the next time lust knocks at your door, remember the Bodhi tree. Remember Siddhartha sitting in silence, watching Mara's daughters dance, smiling with compassion, untouched. You too carry that stillness within. You too can see through the illusion. And when you do, you will discover that beneath lust, beneath craving, beneath all temptation, there is a deeper joy, the joy of freedom, the joy of awakening, and perhaps in that moment, you too will touch the earth and know I am free.